What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the Brew Lab, I'm coming at you with another vampire build. I've kind of been going vampire crazy. I'm just like really getting in the mode for the new set. And I've done a thing which I've done with so many other of the tribes where I just call it Skalding. And it's when you splash white so that you can put Rally of the Ranks and Showdown of the Skalds in your deck. I did a similar thing at some point with the goblins. And it worked really, really well. And I've done it with clerics and a few other things, right? You know, go look it up on my Either Hub profile. They're some of the best decks, in my opinion. And it's because it's the things that is missing with vamps now before Crimson Vow comes is like a little bit of good card draw, you know, and an anthem effect. So while we wait for the new cards from Crimson Vow that are going to give our vamps that, which I'm fairly certain they will be, we can cheat it and splash white and play Rally the Ranks and Showdown the Skalds in a vampire deck. And this is what I've come up with. And so far it's been really, really fun to play with. I started off the season reset for the first time in like 2 years. I was right back in silver. It's the lowest I've been in over like about 2 years or so. It's crazy. But I do have some good excuses. I did emigrate. I have, changed countries and packing and traveling and settling in and all that stuff. I just didn't have the time to grind into Mythic. And so I started in silver this morning, and I'm happy to report that I'm already back up in platinum. So it went pretty smooth so far. But wow, platinum, you just hit a wall here. Like mono white aggro was just really easy to use in like silver, and then I switched it up. I played a bit of angel, mid-range stuff, and then I played a bit of rule werewolves. Just pretty consistent wins. It's clearly a lot easier, at least for me at those levels. Now, as soon as you hit platinum, it's like feels like how it was, because it's all the people in Mythic that didn't fall any further back than platinum, and the whole of plat is just filled with like the top Mythic guys. So yeah. But anyway, I'm blabbing. I think I'm going to I'll take this on the rank ladder. Who cares? But without further ado, let's talk about the deck quickly. So it's kind of the Rakdos shell that I've been using already with my vamps. And I just trimmed a few things to squeeze in the Skalds. And there isn't really anything much else that I need to mention. I think just by a quick glance, you guys, my loyal viewers are the kind of people that will understand quickly without me having to describe this whole one over again, as I've done plenty of vampire decks. But Rally the Ranks basically just gives a chosen creature type +1/+1, and we're always just going to name vamps because we've only got vampires. Showdown of the Skalds to, draw cards, put counters on things. We got Sneaky 2 of Bloodthirsty Adversary to recast some of our removal spells. We've also got 2 Invoke the Divine because there's a lot of pesky artifacts and enchantments. A Seeker's Chariot, Ranger class, etc. And then a nice little sweeper for mono white matchup. Because we're playing tribal deck, Crippling Fear, you can just name vamps. Everything you have is fine, and everything they have, off it goes. And then a pretty interesting mana base. It's like starting to end up like this every time I play 3 color decks. It's like 1 creature land, 1 basic, 1 creature land, 1 basic, 1 creature land, 1 basic. And then a spread of pathways. And in this case, the main color of the deck is black and red. So I've left 4 of the Haunted Ridge. And then that's given space for 3 Field of Ruins to take care of all the enemy creature lands. And that's the deck. It's pretty straightforward. We're just trying to do the usual vampire thing, but now we've got a little bit of extra gas, and it's been working pretty fun. So let's jump into some blooms. As usual, at this point in my videos is when I like to do a little bit of self-promotion. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, highly consider doing so. We almost at 400 subs, and I can't wait to do the 400 subs stream. It's going to be hilarious. If you want to know what's going to happen at 400 subs, just have a look in the video description. There's a little link there. You can find out all about it. Alright, that's kind of the perfect hand. Unfortunately, we don't have I want to be able to cast Vampire Socialite turn 2, like, no matter what. But if I play the Haunted Ridge, you know, if I don't top deck another land, then I won't be able to play Haunted Ridge untapped on turn 2. So I'd rather play it tapped now on turn 1, but then I can't play the Pit Fighter. I think I'm gonna risk it. What if I don't get a land? Or... no, okay. Usually like attack with Pit Fighter, then play Socialite, get the buff. Okay, Goblins. Goblins we should be able to handle. Second black source in case you want to play the Scavenger. Wow, there's some crazy new cards in the spoilers today. Right after this deck video, I'm going to do the spoiler videos. There's some good ones today. Woohoo! Getting so excited to play with these cards. I'm kind of worried about removal. Okay. Well, that's kind of nice. Second Socialite. Spear douche. Buffs both of them. It's early in plat, there's like plenty more like gobbos and stuff like that running around. Maybe we can race them. Oh, nice. We can get a buffed up Nighthawk Scavenger in play. Which is the life gain that we really need against goblins. And that's a pretty juicy toughness that they're going to really struggle to get through. Do they just keep attacking, just empty their whole hand out? Ah, we got them. It's not bad. Bill the pony. First game of the day. That always bodes well. Feels like nothing really changed. Season reset, and I'm recording my first video since the season reset, and I'm straight back where I was before the reset. Hopefully this season I can squeeze some time out of my daddy duties to crawl my way into Mythic. Fingers crossed. But that silver to platinum climb today was really fun. So kind of more fun than I've had playing Magic in a little while. It was a slightly less Izzet Epiphany decks. Only slightly. Man, the new cards just couldn't come any sooner. It just feels like, I mean, you're trying to play something different, and all you're playing is really, at most, 3 or 4 different decks all day long, non-stop. Mulligan that. Okay, we got our 1-2 punch. We can go red, black. Pity. That we can't play this on white, because we do occasionally need that white, and this is one of the few ways we have of getting it, but should be alright. And I don't think he's gonna block here, because he wants to keep his monk. That's just groovy. Boop. so much mono white on the ladder right now. Holy moly. At least it's not, at least we've got Crippling Fear, first of all. And at least it's not snow, so there's probably not going to be Redain. And there's no Faceless Havens, which is something. There we go. We've got our lands ready for some Crippling Fear action if necessary. Play this one on white in case we draw a Showdown. This Crippling Fear is gonna be great. Please don't put it on the Clarion Spirit. Okay. Oh no, even if he had, it's 3/3, so it really just covers almost everything. Vampire, done. Bye bye. Oh, it feels so good against mono white. It's like kind of the only deck that Crippling Fear really works well against. Ouya Kasha. Red. Okay. Eye Tyrant. Baby. 2 wins. So far, very good. After a very horrible streak there. It was like towards the end of the last season. I think people were just highly desperate to like try and claw their way into Mythic on those last few hours, and it was just like, is it Epiphany? Is it Epiphany? Is it Epiphany? And I was like, ah, and I just like really believed in my deck, and I just like sat through something like 10 losses in a row. No, it was like 5 or 6 losses in a row. Oh my goodness. It's a good list. It just you know, it's one of a little bit of a silver bullet. You kind of just gotta hope it goes perfectly. Wunder. Mr. Wunder. Then, Shuffler's just fine. Well, at least I'll get to cast them. Mono black, ladies. Ooh, black does. Interesting. He's probably like, ooh. Mardu, interesting. Dragon. Gotta love it. Shuffler is fine, everyone. Come on. Give me that nonsense. I don't see us winning this one, lads. I don't have a very good way of getting rid of this guy at all. Especially if there's things on the board he can use. Same. It's no difference to me. Yeah, this one's looking a little rough. Oh, goodness. Okay. Alright, off we go. On to the next one. At least they're quick. You know when you're losing and you can just concede. It's a nice little best of one build. Quick. And different. You know. You feel like changing up the monotony. Still get about a 50% win rate and play something new, then give this a try. And let me know in the comments how it goes for you. Those are like my favorite comments. First of all, like changes, like how would you have built it if around the same core concept of like, you know, Rakdos splashing white. And then you know, if you did take it for a spin, how did it perform for you? Those are my favorite type of comments. Man, just always these like creature light hands. But I do want to keep this one because we haven't seen Florian for a little while, and okay. Let's go white. Oh goodness, mono blue tempo with counter spells and stuff. What have I done to deserve this? I guess I got 2 wins in a row. It was like, no. Oh goodness, even worse. Even worse. It doesn't really get much worse than that. It's like, obviously a counter spell there. Like, what am I supposed to do? My god, is so frustrating. This is a situation that, like, I've been playing Magic for many years now. And you're like, okay, do I just play my card and, like, knowingly go into a counter spell? I mean, otherwise they'll just keep doing this and I'll just get nowhere. At least this way they're casting the counter spell. That's always my thinking. But you need a deck that has like this ability to constantly cast threats so that they run out of counter spells. And then you can, you know, override them. Then, you know, then they have... The typical pattern is then at some point you're like, oh yeah, they're finally out of cards in their hand. And then they just cast the card draw spell. And suddenly they restock. And then, it's really hard. Like, all my predictions, I mean, unless they come with like a surprise freaking banning that nobody was expecting, blah blah blah. Okay, Florian hits the board. You know, Alrund's Epiphany gets the hammer. The new one that's been printed is less obnoxious. A little bit harder to do the whole thing, even though it's actually also really good and people still kind of waking up to how freaking good it actually is. I can't remember the name now, but the new Izzet turns card with Cleave. Plus the new dragon that makes tokens. It's gonna be so busted, man. Is it? Okay. Just like, where's my other vampires? There's quite a bit in the deck. Just getting only the interaction. It's typical. Typical. Just my luck. Another huge deluge. This card. Fading hope. Midnight Hunt, like some crazy important cards released. Boonk. Yeah, that's one Rally the Ranks that had to go the way of the dodo, unfortunately, which is... But anyway, I mean, they're just gonna start taking turns now. It's already... They always, like, hang on to that little bit of hope that maybe this time, like, it'll be different. And you're sitting on, like, turn 6 and they're still on, like, 17 health. And you haven't been able to keep, like, more than 2 creatures on the battlefield for it. And then, there we go. Bye-bye. I've started auto conceding when I see the Alrunes. But yeah, as I was talking about earlier, like if there's a miracle, some kind of miracle, and like WotC gets their shit together and bans, let's say, Alrune's Epiphany, and all they're left with is, you know, this incredible still amount of really good cards, but it should like help a little bit. I don't know. I think it'll still be even if Alrune's Epiphany gets banned and Galvanic Iteration gets banned. Hypothetical scenario, I still think it'll be the best deck in the format with that new dragon, that 4-drop, and the new turns spell. Like, it'll still be the best deck in the format. Gold span dragons, blah blah blah. It's gonna be a while before. Is it? I wonder if the aggro plan that Vamps is gonna bring to the table, with all the support Vamps will get in this set, will be enough to get underneath it. Even faster than, let's say, mono white or mono greens. How many times does that happen? I've just put a Florian on the bottom. There's only 3 in the whole deck. And then you top deck another Florian. It's such a joke. Okay. Selesnya. Mage draft. Interesting. Gotta get my removal like ASAP. No such luck. That's nasty. That's a nasty, nasty, nasty. And probably just a game. Okay. Cool. 2-drop. Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, Jose. I got the death touch. Is it only creatures, right? Yeah. And now this. He's building. Oh, that's just lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Didn't want to lose my Falcon Wrath, but that was a pity to lose the Den. We do have the Hive here, though. This thing is putting in some work for the guy. He's just left it at 2. And he knows, like, the majority of his creatures are 2-drops. Well, let's see what's on the top 2. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's just gorgeous. Okay, we're doing our thing here. Big time. Hopefully he doesn't have a snakeskin veil. Let's get rid of you. Bye-bye. We can adversary. We just need one more red source. I was gonna field the ruins, one of his overgrown farmland. Whew. So, spicy adversary. Okay, we did get the red, so we can go for this play. And we can still play Rally the Ranks. Maybe he'll concede at this point. Oh, baby. That's the way. I like it. Can't block. Okay, he's got first strike. Yeah. Good lad. Back up to 18. Look at that. Now, hopefully they don't have a Doomscar, but it's not the type of deck that usually plays that kind of thing, so I think I'm okay here. Yeah, that's game. Sure. Riverman. Good game. Oh, that was epic. We got the full shenanigans. Used the Showdown on the Skalds. We used the Rally the Ranks. All part of the plan. That was kind of exactly how the deck was supposed to perform. Really timely Crippling Fear there, took care of a lot of his early game stuff, and that really just set us up for a lovely victory. Onwards and upwards. I'm gonna do this slightly shorter format. Got about 45 minutes. I want to still get into some spoiler action. That is a nice hand. That is a nice hand. Again, the same sort of little problem though. I want to cast this turn 1, so I have to play this on red, and then if I can't, anyway, it's too good to give up. Hopefully we top deck another land. Oh, my God. No luck. And we're playing Is It again. For a change. My goodness, what a load of nonsense. So boring, man. Counterspell. Yay, we died. And I'm so over it. You guys have no idea. Actually, I think you have an idea, because you've been playing the same format as me. It's just mind-numbing. Okay, at least he taps out. Do we have a way of getting rid of this egg? Yes, we do, baby. Yes, we do. Do. Fortunately, that prevents us from playing anything else, but we've got to get rid of that egg, bruh. Bye-bye. Off you go. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Although we could do the thing where you thing and you ding. And I think Crippling Fear is dead in this matchup. let's draw some cards. We do need to make sure we get that 4th land. Oh my goodness. Come on, deck. Don't do this to me. Not against this hit. My word. Just land desert. Opponent is doing the thing we were just talking about earlier, you know. Bounce, counter, and then draw cards again, restock, just when you thought they were running out of things to do. Deluge, just really warping the format. It's such a good card. These little cards, like, of course, everyone's talking about Epiphany and Goldspan Dragon because they're the stars of the show, but like things like Divide by Zero, Fading Hope, you know, Memory Deluge are the real, like, MVPs. There we go, that's our runes. I'm just going to concede again. As soon as I see that bird, it's bye-bye. Or it could just be a sword coming. Bounce my thing. No, he's not. Goose Fraba. We put away one specialist. Probably should have put away a Skalds, but that might just be what saves our ass in this one. I think it's gonna be Alrune's time any second now. Ah! As if they didn't have enough. You know, the lesson board really just like makes that deck even better than it already was. Let's attack first. And then let's go. This is the greedy sequence, okay? Probably got Juari now, but at least I got the one down. Oh, ooh. Double counters. Ooh, yeah. Now that Slaughter Specialist is pretty much out of range of everything except for burn down the house. I should just keep my mouth shut. Why do I never learn? Just keep my mouth shut, man. Ay. We still haven't seen the Epiphany, so I'm still playing the game. I'm still actually sitting here with this dude. It's rubbish because I mean this has to be it, right? He was trying to be greedy and find the Galvanic, and he knows he can. Okay, no, still not. But it's definitely the Epiphany, otherwise you would have counted with a sword coming that was there the previous time. I probably should have just gone for the Field of Ruin, fetch a Plains. I don't know why I'm still here. Ready? Ready? Oh, I was just about to concede, man. Keep thinking it's that hated card. He's really being greedy. He like knows he's got it in the bag. Mana, drooling mana from every pore. Even after an iteration, he could still do Galvanic plus our runes. 3, 6, and then yeah, 2. Bye. I'm not sticking around for that nonsense. Ooh. But I have a little bit of wine left from dinner. That's one good thing about South Africa is the wine. It's like on par with Italy in my opinion. Well, you know, it's close enough. Italy, nothing beats Italy. But it's really good. And cheap. Yakuza. I'm most stoked. And really bad luck with my hands today in general. Like, I really felt it. It's like notably off. Really, really bad opening hands. Just, you know, it's one of those things. Not blaming any conspiracy. Game's not out to get me, but wow, today has been rubbish. Mono white is it turns. Mono white is it turns. I'm surprised we haven't played mono green yet. Just never ends. Luckily, I've got my little Crippling Fear right there in my paw, where I like it to be. Need 2 blacks for the Crippling Fear. Get rid of you. Too many other. You know, I could. There's something to be said about maybe putting Meathook Massacre instead. But a lot of our vamps can be pretty weak, and prefer to deal with these guys. Ooh, okay. Go white. Play a Scavenger. I think it's unfortunately gonna finally be the Scavenger's time. Ooh, that hurts. You know, to leave the deck. There's gonna be better 3-drops now in with the new set. But I'm gonna hate to see him go. It's such a good card. Dropping drastically low here. The apparition. What can you do? Oh dear. At least I can gain some life off of these things with Invoke the Divine. Aha! Always have it, man. It's crazy. That's a tasty 6-4, which I'm guessing you wish you'd kept that. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright. We got time for one more. Really hoping to end this one on a win. A couple of nice, really juicy wins there. Mwah. Tasty, tasty. Oh, come on. Oh. What's he? Wizards of the Coast gods, bless me with your... Yeah, no, that's not what I had in mind. Not any much better either, to be honest. Come on, Blackland. Come on, Blackland. It's gonna block. Nice. That stops the ramp into a Seeker too soon. Great. Come on, man. Give me a break. Typical, typical. There we go, that's game over. And I'm not one to give up straight away like that, but yeah, that's game over. 2 lands, completely screwed for mana. That means we have time for one more. Come on. And a loss. Chicka chicka bam bam chicka bam. I really like this art from the Midnight Hunt backgrounds. It's one of my faves. So menacing. Oh, my brother Edwin. Rocking out. Okay. Zorius. Oh, Zorius. Better have Doomscar quickly, bro. You're screwed. Probably some fading hopes happening. 5. Okay. Do I play Florian or do I play the other Vampire Socialite again? I'm gonna go for Florian. Really hoping to top deck a Black Source like ASAP. Okay, this is like Esper, like. Ooh. What was that? What was that? That's a juicy hit. See what we got there. Probably just. You better have a sweeper, man, or it's GG. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Okay, I think it's still GG.
I will show you what
oh, that's just beautiful. Oh, we done a Black Source. Unbelievable. Now let's get his field. Oh my goodness, that would have been amazing. Crippling Fear. Typical like issues, you know, with I mean that should be pretty good. Surely. 7. Yeah, I mean, those are the two biggest. Oh, no, you can't block that one because it's got... Oh, I think I got him. I think that's it. These guys are menace. It's GG. Oh, beautiful. All right, that is a great way to end the video. A really tasty victory there against some Esper control action. Just got in there way too quick for him to be able to do anything about it. And he didn't have a sweeper, obviously. Mwah. So Skalding Vamps. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments. I've been tinkering with it for a while. I've been playing every single kind of vamp stuff now for like the last couple of days. As you might have noticed, I've been putting up less deck videos and more of the spoiler stuff. I'm just like, need new cards. I'm a bit sick of playing against Izzet Epiphany and losing all my games with my sweet ass homebrews. This is the filthy net deck that got me into platinum today. It's like the only thing that's working, you know, and a bit of gruel. But yeah, new cards. That's going to be it for this video. Those of you who stick around to the end, you know it. You're my favorite people in the whole wide world. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. It's going to be some spoiler talk action. Until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.